Hello ladies and gentlemen, so Thor Love and Thunder is not doing the best in the box office. It's received a massive drop off. Now this is something which loads of websites, I'm sure shill media, will be pushing out and going, yeah, but ladies and gents, this is a similar drop off to Spider-Man No Way Home. The big difference there being, of course, Spider-Man No Way Home broke records opening weekend. This hasn't. Thor Love and Thunder didn't do spectacularly well opening weekend. Now you've got to bear in mind it cost $250 million budget plus $100 million is the estimated total that has been revealed by one mainstream media website for its marketing budget. It's going to be more than $100 million, generally always is. This film needs to cross over the $600 odd million range to start taking any sums of money. So for it to have a 68% drop off on its second week, devastating. Like actually devastating. And like I've done videos on this and I've said, look, is it a decline in quality? We've been talking about Marvel's VFX for ages. You know, Marvel's VFX has been on a downward trend for a very long time. Is there a buzz around Marvel properties anymore to the degree that they used to be? Have they sort of lost their identity to whatever, you know, it had in the public's eye? What's the reason? Who knows? We'll speculate more on that in a moment. But let's take a look at some of the hard numbers, and they are hard numbers. Thor Love and Thunder dropped 68% in week 2. That is a huge drop off. Like, it is massive. It's really, yeah, like I can't stress that enough how big of a drop off that is. And ordinarily it wouldn't matter. Like it wouldn't if it had done well on its opening weekend, but it didn't do very well. So the wearing down of the MCU luster is unfortunately being seen. Now I think this is interesting. The fact that Deadline, notorious shill media, because they are, you know, they still do some fantastic articles, they have some fantastic exclusives, they're very good for things, but they are notorious for being somewhat shilly. But even if they're noticing the wearing down of MCU luster is unfortunately being seen, yeah, like it's becoming more and more apparent and harder to hide. Now they say Disney's Thor Love and Thunder is having a great fall with a 68% drop for a second weekend total of only $46 million. That is shithouse. Like, that is real bad. This film will lose money now, I think, personally. And then with the fact that it'll just be shown on Disney Plus for free, I mean, where are they going to recoup the money at that point? It's not like it's been sold anywhere. And the sequel isn't even theatrical day and date like Black Widow was last year on Disney Plus, while the Taika Waititi directed movie improved beyond its high $130 million opening estimates last weekend into the $144 million range. So it did $144 million, better than it was projected. But then it drops to $46 million. Now that's domestically, that's just stateside, but it's clear the sour audiences exits of B+ cinema score and 3.5 stars are taking the toll. This is the point about this movie, is that those that wanted to see it saw it straight away. And this is the thing, because I always try and say this with most films that come out, because loads of people were like, Morbius has got great reviews. And I'm like, yeah, but no one saw it. Because no one's interested. So the only people that saw Morbius, outside of, like, you know, dumbass reviewers like me, were the people that really wanted to watch it. So they were really going to like it. Obviously, not all of them, but, you know, generalizations. The people that really wanted to watch Thor really liked it. They went out and watched it. And then there were other people that went out and watched it and were like, my God, this is terrible. Or the people that really wanted to watch Thor came back and were like, yeah, my God, this is terrible. So, yeah. Thor's second weekend drop ranks among the MCU's worst. So that's important to note, including Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which had a 67% drop. Black Widow had a 68% drop. And then again, the comparisons will come through for Spider-Man No Way Home's 68% drop. That's important. It was around Christmas, and it doesn't even matter because it broke the bank the opening weekend anyway, and then continued to break bank, until it just continued and has absolutely made just incredible sums of money. A madness. But yeah, so that's an outlier. We can't reference that. But worldwide, Disney has a different brag on Thor: Love and Thunder, and that's that the superhero is about to cross the $500 million mark worldwide. But it's not done. It's still not good. Domestic, because that's not broken even, by the way, guys. It's still not broken even. This is what we need to. You need to keep this in mind when we talk about these numbers. And there's other people that do videos on this, and they're like, "Wow, yeah, $500 million, that's amazing." And then I do a video, and then people pop up in the comments and like, "Oh, you're just being shit. You just don't like Marvel." No, shut up. The person you watched before me doesn't know what they're talking about. So $500 million, right? Let's just break this down for really simplistic mathematics. $500 million. If the budget was $350 million, you have to hit well over $350 million because there are so many other people's pockets that have to be lined. There are the theatre chains, for starters. And that's just basic, right? Even if that's like 58%, which is, can be. It's even more in other countries somewhere along the line. But even if it's just domestically, like 50, 58%, yeah, we're not there yet. We're not starting to break even yet. We're not starting to hit money yet, like profit in the bank, pocketing it. And that's being generous in terms of our belief that the $100 million marketing budget was the $100 million marketing budget. Now, I'm somewhat inclined to believe it is $100 million, and the only reason I am, because that would be one of the lowest marketing budgets a Marvel movie has had. But the reason why I'm inclined to believe that is the case is that there was barely any marketing for this movie, because I think Marvel knew it was shit. So, it's at 498 million worldwide. And Tom Cruise, with Top Gun Maverick, is still going mental. So it's hit 617.9 million by the end of day to day. It's just absolutely smashed it. Biggest movie of Tom Cruise's career, if I remember rightly. So it's not doing well. Thor's just pitiful at this point in time. Like, it really is. And I know there will be loads of people going, "You hate Marvel." I don't. I don't. Like, I'll hate DC and Marvel University. I don't really care. I don't have any ties to any of these properties. And I also think if you did, you'd be a little bit more critical of it as well. So anyway, let me know what you guys think there down below. I still think it will actually struggle now to break even. I do actually think it will struggle to break even. 68% drop off is not small. That's a huge drop off. Massive. Loads of people will be like, "Oh, you're so shiny." Bruh. Like, we're due like 37 degrees in the UK. Alright? I'm sweating. Like, there's a pool in my pants. I'm sweating. I am shiny. Deal with it. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way. But also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box, along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.